They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly. But you never know what's going to happen. Welcome, everyone, to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we'll see, a squad from the American, the UL Monroe Warhawks, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Hurricanes will kick it away to start us off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the UL Monroe Warhawks offense will go on the attack first. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. The Warhawks will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Teams takes care of that.
What a great job by the special teams unit, making a big-time play. Listen, the offense was going to get the ball reached. Yeah, I get you, but they got this taken care of. Take the punt return, make a few guys miss, take it all the way to the house. Really good execution on that punt return.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So his big play capability was on full display in that one as he took that punt back for the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. UL Monroe has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. That's caught. It's Traore. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. And the Warhawks want to crank the tempo. Let's take just a second here on the Warhawks. By no means was it a transfer portal exodus, the number of guys they lost among the fewest in the country, but you do wonder if things have just become really transactional in the sport right now.
Well, this is a team that had a lot of success last year, and a lot of their key players want to build off of that. So to me, not a big surprise that these guys decided to stick around.
Yeah, it's cool to see it, man. You don't see a lot of this in college football nowadays. A lot of people leaving. They're doing a good job of retaining their guys. They must have built a really good culture.
And the timing just a hair off.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Got it in the middle. It's Taylor. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Snagged in the middle. It's Traore. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. The Warhawks will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. 2nd and goal for this offense. Leaves it with the back. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. As they come to the line, they've moved it, but they need 1 more yard on 3rd down. They'll run it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Warhawks!
And how about this offensive line? 3rd and goal, you gotta have it. They flew off of the ball. They got some push. They made that easy on their running back to score that touchdown.
The extra point here would tie the game. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So Miami's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And it was a collection of highlight reel plays time after time last week. He'd love to do that again, David.
Oh, there's no doubt. He showed you he's capable. He showed you the big play ability, and he can make those big plays for this offense. And I think the offense is going to continue to look for him. Like, he is that guy outside that they can trust. Interesting to see, Jesse, the wrinkles off of the way they used him. And if he's going to continue to be the focal point of this offense.
I think he should continue to be the focal point, but I do think they have to move him around. You got to show some different looks, some different formations, get him in motion, stack releases, find him some access. Because there's no doubt this guy can run routes, he can catch the football, and he's dangerous after he has the football. So let's see some added wrinkles in what this offense and how they take the next step based on what he did last time.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the 1st down. Wants to throw it. Makes the grab. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. And the Canes with the 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Using the quick game. Got some of the work done on 1st. Now let's see what they have on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Got his man on the right. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. And the Canes are threatening in the red zone. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best.
And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami!
Man, it's so nice to have guys out wide that you just trust, that you can feed the football, and this guy will do the rest, will cross that goal line, will take care of you, make you look like a genius. That's that kind of guy right there.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, we'll see what this Warhawk offense can get done this time. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. He's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Warhawks come to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Fires to the wideout. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll try to do it himself. They make the stop at the 26, and let's see if they bring out the punt team. The Warhawks will punt it away on 4th down. He might be afraid to kick it to him here after the first punt was taken back to the house. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. Quickly complete. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47.
And he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. And the throw out to the sideline, but just a few yards. And the Hurricanes can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Out of the gun, the running back has it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. We've reached a break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. And they've swapped ends of the field, and we'll get it going in the 2nd. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. They'll try to pick up the 1st through the air. Safe completion on the screen. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, and made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. They'll leave it with him. Got enough for the 1st. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Warhawks will hustle to the line.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the 1st down, and you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because...
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Here's a heat. He'll pull it down and run. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Working the middle. Right on the money with that throw. The defense was there, but they are in the red zone with a 1st down at the 12. Handoff from the gun. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, UL Monroe.
And the offense continues to run the football. The 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes continue to feed this man the ball.
Extra point here will tie the game. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Memphis is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point, but you take a look at the scoreboard and you see we have ourselves a tight game. They're up by a field goal over Boise State. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
Nice job recognizing the route defensively there. As soon as that ball was thrown, that defender knew exactly who it was going to, and he was able to make the tackle at the perfect time. No gain on that one.
Quarterback moving. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
Well, he hasn't called his own number very often in this game. That actually is the first time he's taken off and scrambled, but it was a really good decision. He's been killing this defense through the air. You've seen the arm talent, you've seen the accuracy. That time, really nice decision to tuck it and get what he can get. He's got this defense on their heels.
So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Zings it complete to the right. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. The Canes have their offense in high gear. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. The Hurricanes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Unloads to the right. Makes the grab. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Snagged out of the air. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal.
These third downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it, you practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in, needs to be in rhythm, and needs to execute on this third down.
And the Canes trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Touchdown, Canes! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. That drive was what every father wants his daughter's romances to be like. Slow, take your time, drain the clock, no hurry at all.
Sometimes love is a slow burn, and that's what we just saw in that last drive. I am so impressed with the execution, and I love their ability to run the football. These players, they're coached up. They're coming out here, and they are executing exactly how their coaches prepared them to do in this game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. UL Monroe has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Buying some time. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. The Warhawks come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll snap it from the gun on third down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Punt is on its way. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Here's the handoff. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Here we go. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Canes will send out the punt unit. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Turns it on down the left side. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Warhawks!
Man, that is picture-perfect execution by this offense. That is how you close a half. Chewing up some time, getting in the end zone, a chance to tie this up and feel really good about yourself going into halftime.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And he tacks on the extra point. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And I love this defense being ready at the end of the half, playing the 2-minute situation beautifully, forcing the turnover here now, a chance to break this tie, get some points. Nice execution by this defense late in the first half.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Second down, they'll go to the air. They're working that left side. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Wants to throw on third down. Looking to the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Passing on the field goal try. Ball at the 10, and here they come to go for it on 4th and short. Fires into the end zone. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Swings it out to the flat. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. And the Hurricanes will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking to throw on first down. He'll pull it down. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there on South Beach, and we've had a lively first half. And it's been a hard-fought battle today. Two teams out there playing ball and treating this crowd to a memorable first half. Seems to me, and I know I'm going to sound like a coach here, the team that limits turnovers and strings together productive drives is going to be the one celebrating a well-earned victory today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Hard Rock Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the Warhawks will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type... Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always, always remember your first interception. He'll always remember this moment.
This offense has it with really good field position. Going right to work up top. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. From the gun, running back gets to give. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. The Warhawks moving quickly to the line. They'll ride the hot hand. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. And the Warhawks trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. Now on the option. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. And the D deny them on second and goal. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. Touchdown, UL Monroe! They take the lead with the 6. He has spent a lot of time in that end zone and an absolute assault on the scoreboard.
No doubt about it, and guess what? I get to make a lot of highlights. I can copy and paste all of these touchdowns, show everybody the game I had, and the defense, well, you're just going to have to shake your head because you've been getting dominated.
And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Charlotte is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point, but they still have some work to do to put this in the win column. They're up by 7 over Appalachian State. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The Canes come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Shoots his way for more. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Leaves it with the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
The Hurricanes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Under fire. Gets rid of it. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
Well, the defense just did the quarterback a massive favor. That's the nicest thing they've done to him all game. They've already picked him off twice. That should have been number 3.
Converts on 4th down. Still going. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They go right back to it. Touchdown, Hurricane! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And that's 3 touchdowns in 2 games. Just continuing to find the end zone, continuing to make plays. This guy is on pace for a great season. He's put the college football world on notice.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we're tied up in the 3rd. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, we'll see what this Warhawk offense can get done this time. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to pass. Release to the back. Caught near the sticks. It's Floyd. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
He'll do it himself. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. The Warhawks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Took a shot as he threw. Another incompletion on 3rd down. And the Warhawks will line up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had. Lost 1 deep down the right side. Grabs it inside the 10. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal. This is who the Canes are. Speed at wide receiver. Santana Moss, Andre Johnson, you name it, the list goes on, and this guy can join that list.
You know, it's fun. It's fun when you're recruiting the state of Florida and you can throw a rock and hit somebody that can run a 10-200. That's really nice. They find elite playmakers out wide at Miami, and you've seen so many greats throughout their history.
And the Canes trying to cash it in on 1st and goal.
Let's go!
Wants to go up top. Trying to set up the screen. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And you got to be careful on offense when you're dialing up the screens. You want to do them on obvious passing situations. When you're anticipating the DNs really racing up the field, they didn't have it set up that time.
Gets it to him on the screen. Touchdown, Miami! Oh, that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. That's his 3rd touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money, he's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights. They're up 35-28. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. UL Monroe has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. The Warhawks are in the hurry-up.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Got his man to the left. Makes the tackle at the 32, but they were backed up inside their 20, and they pick up 15.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that, you got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. With the catch, it's Lynn. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Got it in the middle. It's Traore. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the 1st.
He's out of bounds after a big pickup. There's a flag on the field, and this might be coming back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And the Warhawks are on the move. Wants to pass. Sure hands, it's Taylor. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Uncorks one. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the 1st down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. The Warhawks can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
Off play action. And the defense got him at the 27.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes in offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And this one is perfect. That'll bring him to within 4. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. The home team is just destroying the competition today, and at this rate, I'm not sure it won't get worse. The away team has done nothing to stop this offense. This is ugly today. They're up by 21 over Cincinnati. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Gets it out fast. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Makes the grab. And the Canes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Got his man quickly. Turning it on. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the 4th quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball, and because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
The give to the tailback. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
It's complete on the right side. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go.
Touchdown, Canes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point 4th quarter lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's coming out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Guys, we'll see what this Warhawk offense can get done this time. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you've just simply got to make it.
It'll be a draw. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And the Warhawks want to move quickly.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
And the missed connection on third down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. The give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And I love this. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to eat that clock, let it tick down. A field goal here, I'm up by 2 possessions. I'm still in a very good place. I don't have to get over-aggressive, Jesse, if I don't want to.
No, and you can put this game out of reach, too. If you can score a touchdown, this thing's basically over. And you know, at this area of the field, it's really hard to throw the football because the windows are so small. So be the more physical team. Go ice this game.
And the Hurricanes line it up with a first and goal. Wide receiver comes in motion. Touch pass on the run. He'll be knocked out of bounds after picking up a few.
Well, the offense just trying to go with a little touch pass this time, down close to the goal line, giving it to the receiver and hoping his speed is going to be able to outflank the defense, but nowhere to run. Nice stop on the defensive side of the ball.
Into the house. Touchdown, Hurricanes!
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the fourth quarter.
Ready to try the point after. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the fourth. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. UL Monroe has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. The Warhawks want to pick up the tempo. Second down, he'll throw it. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
That's caught. It's Traore. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them, they're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. After the incompletion, they go back up top. That's caught. It's Daly. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. Just keep slinging it. grab near the marker. It's Harvey. He's guided out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 6-yard line, and this defense has to be reeling. And the Warhawks, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together, keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Warhawks! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. So it's an 80-yard drive. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Looking to throw on 1st down. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Canes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Working that left side now. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. The Hurricanes come to the line with a new set of downs. Gets open down the middle. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 13. From the red zone, looking for a space. He's got it on the run. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Looking to fire. It's complete. He steps out of bounds, but not before he has enough to set him up 1st and goal. While this game is all but decided, the offense's job is to score, so they might try to score again. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Touchdown, Miami! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
PAT unit on the field. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the 4th. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he's coming out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. His drive will open from the 15. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Going to try to get it himself. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute, get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season to improve and turn it around.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.